Donald Trump will be in San Francisco tonight for a fundraising event for his re-election for president. And to welcome the former president, supporters held a rally today at Marina Green. How big of a show out was this today, Rob?
Not a big one, Justine. San Francisco and California are known for voting blue in presidential elections, so not a lot of people showed up to show support for Donald Trump today. I counted 8 people who gathered with Trump flags and MAGA hats in the parking lot of the Marina Green today. Not a lot of people showed up to show support for Donald Trump today. I counted 8 people who gathered with Trump flags and MAGA hats in the parking lot of the Marina Green today. I counted 8 people.
8, E-I-G-H%.
Hundreds of people gathered late today in San Francisco to support former President Trump. He's set to be in the city this evening for a fundraiser.
When the event started around 11:15, there were only 8 people that I counted in the parking lot with Trump flags.
It's not often hundreds of supporters of former President Donald Trump gather in San Francisco. But on Thursday, his arrival for a fundraiser energized supporters from across the Bay Area.
A little more than a couple hundred people. When I say this event is loosely organized, I mean that they didn't actually get a permit to rally in the park. So rangers advised them that they couldn't have groups larger than 20 people there, and they can't use amplified PA systems. Now, the result is that the group stayed on the sidewalk. And they've managed to stay pretty energized for most of the afternoon. A lot of the attendees say they're excited to see so many people here.
I counted 8 people who gathered with Trump flags and MAGA hats in the parking lot of the Marina Green today. And there were only 8 people that I counted in the parking lot with Trump flags.
250 to 300 ralliers, all in support of the former president. And those I spoke to say they hope their presence today can send a message to President Trump that he does have some support even in this historically blue area.
I wasn't for Trump for a while, but in the last 3 weeks, especially given the court case, he's completely won me over. It's obvious that everything now is designed, it's hypocrisy, it's ridiculous, and honestly, it's a disgrace that anyone would accept a case like that.
I've had people try and rip my hat off. They've taken my flag. They've spat at me.
But it's her enthusiasm for the former president that brought her out today.
It's awesome. He's showing us and showing California that we matter. And so we're very, very happy. But we're also here to show him he matters and that we support him. And we don't believe all the lies.
And there were only 8 people that I counted in the parking lot with Trump flags.
Because we believe in America just like he does.
And for the last few hours, a couple hundred of his supporters have been rallying near Fort Mason.
This has kind of been what's been going on here for the last 3 hours or so. Not only people with the flags, but lots of people coming by in loud vehicles and honking lots of horns. I'll go ahead and step out of the way here so that you can see the group of Trump supporters that are here, probably about a couple hundred of them or so.
And there were only 8 people that I counted in the parking lot with Trump flags.
Rich Kinney channeled his best Uncle Sam for the occasion. He says Trump's recent felony convictions has energized some of his base.
And I think it's encouraging that he's here. I mean, let's face it, very few people could could withstand what he's going through, the treatment he's getting. It's huge that he's able to stay the course.
Supporters of former President Donald Trump taking over San Francisco's Pacific Heights neighborhood.
It's awesome. It just shows that there's a lot more people than people think that are behind Trump and that love him and want him back.
The crowd including people from a short drive away.
We live in San Francisco and we're voting for Trump. We vote for Trump.
As well as those as far as Sacramento. Trump protesters also showed up. It stayed civil, but there were some tense moments between the two groups.
We lost the election and didn't Shut up, libtard! I didn't ask you. You're not even arguing with me. You're not going to no, because you're telling lies.
The rallying began hours earlier in the marina with hundreds of people gathering, waving around their Trump flags and wearing their MAGA hats.
It is very hard, but we persevere because we know what's right. We stand for America, and we know that Make America Great Again, MAGA, is not a dirty word. It's what we actually want, to make America great again.
I am your voice.